In fact,
Now,
no control.
behold, Sonic the Hedgehog, my ultimate ability. Chaos Swiss roll.
What?
Nom, 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 nom. Nom, nom, nom.
Oh, nom,
It's
nom.
delicious.
It is!
What the
Sonic the Hedgehog 3, brought to you by the Bakers United.
Oh my god, I'm glad I started streaming with that. Okay, give me a moment. I'm doing the announcement.
Just start streaming.
Yeah, perfect way to start the chaos with this fucking party, and I love it. Okay. Bonnie will be a little bit. She had to go. She did get some good sleep last night, so she is going to be taking a bit of a nap. She's hoping to be able to make it for session, but I told her it's okay if she is a little bit late.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, oh yeah. So, as you guys are starting to finish up your little bits of shopping and gathering and doing stuff, Giuseppe, you were able to get some okay deals on getting a bunch of food.
As long as I completed the mission of getting the food.
Yes, you're able to get some decent deals. But in your personal Italian opinion, they charge
They charge way too much.
Yeah, they charge way too much for a quarter of a carcass of pork. They charge way too much for a quarter of a carcass. As you are telling them where to drop off the stuff before you guys leave, you actually hear from some of the. You actually hear from nearby as you're carrying some of the groceries yourself. You actually hear from some merchants that apparently there's supposed to be a special ship coming in soon.
Ooh.
Yeah, apparently a ship from one of the Royal Navy. Royal Navy ship. We don't see him in this part of the port too often. Well, either way, should be pretty interesting to see. Mary Day, what are you doing as this is happening?
Okay, so you're saying Royal Navy, but every time you say it, my mind goes back to the Percy Jackson books, in which Percy at the Roman camp was told that, yeah, we have a Royal Navy, and they point to one half-sunk dinghy.
No, I mean like a proper like a proper sailing ship.
Okay, it's a skipper. I'm sorry, I just don't see the Mirelands with its economy actually putting together anything like a galleon.
No, you're fine.
Hilarious when, Britain has had, like, one of the strongest naval fleets in history.
That's why it's so funny.
Exactly. That's what makes it even better.
Good point.
Okay. So as the Mary Day, what are you doing as you have the blacksmith to come with you to you've asked the blacksmith to come help with the fittings for the tavern, for the dungeon core chandelier, and have asked the one of the local leather workers to do the fittings for how much it's going to cost for making a Barross saddle. They're both following you at this point out to the Barross.
I would just be heading back to the
Somewhat
Allegiance part of the party.
incredulously.
Yeah, they're both very incredulous in their own ways. Okay, so you head out, and it's actually not too hard to see Morticia, as her and her children are are in the middle of are in the middle of chomping down some wild deer. And the two ladies that are following behind you just immediately pause and stare.
I thought, holy shit, it's a fucking bear.
as as the leather workers just, is that the Baroth you were talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, oh, oh, wow! By the Sapphire Star, that's a big one. That thing's huge.
Make sure that
This
you
is
tell her.
Morticia.
Yes, thank you. Her name is important.
Well, you give it a name.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Our he had to remind her that the Kenku of the group named this one.
Oh, okay. Mary would nod.
I feel like it's
Yes,
funny.
my companion Brib.
Oh,
He said she looked like a Morticia.
I see.
And these are her children, Barry and Larry. Yeah.
Okay. Do you, which ones did you want to get fitted for a saddle?
Well, I'm not quite sure how quickly the young ones will be growing, so mostly just an adjustable bit and rein for them.
That won't be too hard.
But yes, we will need a saddle for Morticia. Hopefully something that'll have good saddlebag capacity.
She just stares up at the colossal mountainous monster in front of her.
Oh, don't worry, they might look big, but they're very sweet and gentle creatures.
Just audio
And
gold.
how to get along with the party, you must pass the Varoth vibe check.
Yeah, oh god. The Baroth vibe check. Oh god.
The vibe check is real.
The Baroth vibe check. Oh god. Okay.
But guard goes up, holds his hand out, loses an arm, is like, yeah, they failed the vibe check.
Eventually,
Complete fail.
Mary will be high enough level that she can restore that arm and just be like, here's your arm, but I'm afraid we won't be able to...
We won't be doing business with you, you have failed the vibe check.
Can't have it. Morticia didn't like your scent.
The girl will slowly kind of move up as Morticia just kind of just flops down and starts sunbathing.
There's a thud as like buildings are shaking.
This lady is like flung like 5 feet in the air by it.
Because that's the thing about bear-offs. When the bear-off goes to roll over, it almost practically leaps and does a partial barrel roll before crashing down.
Yes. Which makes it even funnier as it just starts sunbathing now. Like, Mary Day, can you roll me a perception check? As you're like trying to explain to these this giant of a blacksmith and this fairly normal girl.
Perception.
Mary, as you're kind of just like looking at, just explaining to it, looking to them, you actually notice not about give or take about 80 feet away ish, 80 to 100 feet away, is actually the two of the people you saw at the gate when you guys had first rolled up into town.
Oh.
They are seemingly just watching the Baroth and its two children very warily.
Mary
I have
would
no
look
idea how to
over.
process any of this information.
You just see one of them with a pair of binoculars, just kind of looking at it, just mumbling to the other, who's just sitting in the grass enjoying a nice warm nice it's actually a very nice day, and it's clear that they're enjoying it. They're just sitting back in the grass, just leaning back, just you can't exactly make out what they're saying. It's very clear that the one with binoculars is very agitated, while the other is very laid back in terms of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Both very clearly staring at Morticia and Barry and Larry.
So Mary would look at this, look where they're looking, look back at them, and then have that kind of as she like smiles but shakes her head a little. City folk.
These aren't even city folk, these are the city's hunters.
Yeah, city folk.
City folk.
Is that no?
You know what? You know what? That makes
They're in the
sense.
city.
Mary just thinks that these people, this is like their first time seeing, more wild animals. Sometimes city folk would have them by the farm and be amazed at the sight of a cow. It wasn't as much of a thing in medieval era because, cattle often brought right into the city, but, it still was there to an extent.
Yes. So, so the lady slowly moves up, starts taking measurements of Morticia. Morticia just kind of like lifts up their giant head, looks at the lady, gives a quick sniff. Before just seeming just to lay back down, very much at peace.
Mary smiles and like claps her hands together. She likes you.
You just see her just like moving up to the Barrow's belly and like pulling out this very long length of rope before just like I might need some help. Uh, Mary, was it?
Mm-hmm. Mary
Uh,
Day.
Can you I apologize. I'm a bit scared of um climbing onto your quite lovely companion.
Oh, I assure you, she doesn't mind.
Uh, I wouldn't want to intrude. If you don't mind, could you take this end of the rope and climb over to the other side?
Mary would smile and nod. Oh, of course. As she takes the rope and she's walking over, she just sighs again. Ah, yeah, city folk.
City folk.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So you do this, and it takes a little bit, with her just nodding to herself a little bit. Okay, okay. Um. So, you see her take like a little pad of paper and a pencil, and starts jotting stuff down. Um. Okay, I haven't made a saddle for something this big before. Um, is there any particular style, or do you just wish for it to have ample saddlebag space and such?
Hmm.
Because the type of saddle you want to try and get will affect.
Preferably something large with decent support. I imagine it would need to be wide to fully cover, and we don't want it too uncomfortable. So, a good quality, lots of hooks and supports for bags.
Okay. So, What? It's pardon me, Slayer. What was the calculations for my guest saddle again? I apologize. I thought I wrote it down, and I thought I did the math. I've been busy weirdly enough between sessions.
Okay, so first we have to decide what we want. Do we want like a regular saddle? Do we want like a studded saddle? Because the saddle will also be giving armor if we choose to make it boarding.
Yes. So that is a good question for the rest of the party. Because this is a massive investment, most likely.
I mean, I would say studded.
Alright. Brett?
Okay.
I mean, considering the fact that hunters were already concerned of the fact that they're basically stone, so I don't have to worry too much about them resisting slashing damage.
Funny thing is,
Um,
I feel like I can say this. Let me. I'll have to double check quickly, but I think barrels actually have innate resistance to slashing damage.
oh, cool. So my intuition was right.
Not only
Okay,
because
so
of the fact that their body's covered in stone, but also they
then
have
if we
mud
want to-
armor.
if we want to go the more cost-effective route, we could just say leather, because I think it has to be at minimum leather just to hold up. How big is a Beowulf?
Let me go. I'm pulling up the thing at the moment, but I'm pretty sure they are a fairly substantial sized creature.
I just want to know if they're huge or large.
Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. No, not that.
In fact,
No.
they might even be bigger. They might be gargantuan.
Hold on. Brute Wyvern, ancient Baroth. Okay,
Oh.
there it is. Baroth, 34. Just they are a huge.
Okay. So that would be... Now, I have no idea what the base price for a saddle is in the Mirelands.
Yes, I have a little calculation thing ready to go. Okay. Just double checking my notes regarding this. They cost about a basic saddle costs about 15 silvers.
Okay, so...
Remember, I've reduced the price of everything because of not only
Okay,
one
so
like
that
silvers
will...
and everything primary, but yeah.
So that will be... Oh, that's right. D&D doesn't account for the square cube law. That's walking in our favor this time.
Thank God.
It's only gonna be 120 silver.
Well, of course, square cube law is stupid. D&D don't need that.
I know. See, I was factoring that in, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be astronomical. But because D&D does it, we don't. We're basically paying for the whim, and somehow it's just filling in.
I would be heading back at this point anyways, more than likely, right?
Yeah.
So, do
So,
I just kind of appear when money starts happening?
yeah, so it takes a little bit. She has like the girl pulls out an abacus, starts doing some rough math, and right when she's just like, okay, I think This will be about 120 silvers for a basic saddle. For a basic saddle for a creature of this size. Saddlebags. I could make some scaled up saddlebags for for about is it
Okay,
10
so a
silvers
base
each?
bag is 4 gold pieces. You can put that into whatever your calculator is.
Yes, I am looking. I can make some either basic or more scaled up saddlebags for her.
I'm just gonna put this in the same converter. So basically, to calculate the cost for making any equipment for Baroth, it's going to be the base number times 2 times 4.
Okay, so this is 4 silvers times 2. That's times 2, then times 4.
Yes.
So scaled up saddlebags. Um,
And this would be the
uh,
cost per bag.
about 32 silvers per scaled up bag.
Mary looks. Mary looks. Mary looks up. Mary looks down. Mary's eyes slowly begin going sideways. Luckily, Bob shows up at that moment.
Borb appears with the monies.
Uh, hello. Waving my little feathery arm
Mary's
up
eyes
as
snap
I'm
back into
hopping on
focus.
over.
Blib!
Oh,
This lovely lady was just about to ask us was just about to tell us the pricings for the equipment. Mary quickly does several large side steps away.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello there.
Name Brib.
Nice
And
to meet
reach
you.
out for a small, like, feathery handshake.
She will shake your hand. Hello.
And as Mary's walking away, you can just faintly hear her. Everything's so expensive for city folk.
Okay, so a saddle for Morticia here, as she gestures over to the Baroth, will run you give or take about 120 silvers.
For
Uh,
precious baby. A-okay.
and I was told that you'd like some saddlebags, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some saddlebags more scaled up to her size and everything would probably run you about 32 silver each.
One moment. Uh, what is my... How much money did I get from selling those gems again? It was two...
It was about 200 silvers.
Okay. Okay. And it's 120 for her.
Plus
1 second.
plus an additional 32 per saddlebag. Depending on how
Right, but
many
I'm gonna
guys
get to that
want.
1 second.
Yeah.
So
Hello,
120.
Bonnie.
Hi, Bunny. We're getting saddle for Morticia.
Good.
Oh my god, that's so adorable, Grave.
So what is how much space would one hold?
I'm
Uh,
just putting that together. I
yes.
was looking it up, and so that is.
Yeah. Slay is doing
if
the
we're
math for
wanting to
how much
take
that's gonna
this-
scale up.
Because if we want to take Morticia, for example, to like go hunting, for example.
Okay, one saddlebag will accommodate 240 pounds.
That's actually quite a bit.
240 pounds.
Yes.
Okay. 1 second. And you said that the total carry weight that this thing has is 5,000.
Yes. A bunch of math regarding it.
We we could get 20 and still have enough to carry people. Yeah. Cuz 240 times 20 is 4,800. That still leaves 200. So, you could probably do 18 then times the 240. That's 4,320, leaving 680 pounds worth of folks. I, myself, am a grand total of 58 pounds.
Okay, so I was just checking. Mary Day weighs about 150.
So wait, 150 plus 58. Uh, what is
What?
Grave? What is your weight,
What's how much?
100 and something?
Giuseppe? Mhm.
Let's put you about 120.
About that, yes.
And then Bonnie, all your height being your ears, where'd you at?
Uh, not much more than 35 pounds.
She's a very light girl, surprisingly.
Wait.
Wonderful.
Wait,
That
35.
gives us.
Okay, one second.
This is just from I googled something.
Okay, I was just confused because I was like, Bonnie was 4'6", so I was gonna
So she
peg
probably
her.
weighed more around 45 pounds.
I was gonna peg her at the 80-ish pound mark.
Oh no, that's definitely too much.
So that's 373. Okay. That's three. So minus the 373 from 5,000, that gives us 420. 4,627. Each bag being, it was 240. We could have 19 and still have enough for all of us. But if we do 18, either way, we don't have enough money.
Nice.
They're what, 35 you said?
32 silvers
32.
each.
32 silvers. Okay. Okay. We'll do 2 of them for now, because that's all we have the money for right now. That
Alright.
gives us 480 pounds worth of like cargo space.
Alright. Alright, hold on. Let me make notes. Let me just type this all out. So.
Okay,
I have
actually,
31
Bonnie
silver
probably
left.
weighs closer to like 60-ish pounds, but that's
That's you were
not much
still
more.
it was yeah, 18 is still the ideal amount because I don't want to have an odd number because it's rude.
Okay. What I was doing is I was actually looking up the weight to height ratios of petite Asians to try and find a correlation for body.
I love that for you. I'm just gonna send you this wiki page because I think it has the math at the bottom.
Oh, okay, so these are fictional numbers. Okay.
Yeah, I assumed
Yeah, let's not
this is
use
someone's
petite Asian.
homebrew, but I couldn't find anything better.
Okay. Well, I have 31 silver left.
Or sorry, no.
18 is the amount, so now we only need 16 more of these.
uh,
I love this for us.
so as you guys are hold on. Alright, so she will take a few wait, hold on. Ah, yeah, I forgot to write up part of last week's notes. Apologies. Let me just type up.
Let's go, Morticia.
Give it up for Morticia.
The
Literally
myth,
gonna
the
carry
legend.
the team.
Quite literally carrying us all.
Mhm.
Our success rides on her back.
Okay, so looking up the petitest on record, and then adding just a bit, because, you know, Bonnie walks out. So adding just a little extra bit would put Bonnie at the absolute lightest of 63 pounds, which, including her gear, I would round up to being like 80 pounds, because she has a big sword.
That makes sense. 80 plus gear. Or 80 with gear.
So put your regular weight as 63, and then if you scroll to the bottom of your gear, anything that like naturally has weight, you should have a total equipment weight.
I see. Interesting.
So if you do bio and then weight.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, see, Bonnie's weight is actually really easy to calculate, because, you know, you just look up petite Asian. Mary's weight is a pain to calculate, because not only is she muscular, she's also curvy. So Mary's weight is actually anywhere from like 150 to 190.
She's 5'10".
Yeah.
I am not
160.
muscular, and I'm curvy, and I sit at about 170.
Yeah, if you were muscular, you'd at
Because
best.
muscle
push-
adds weight, like no matter
Yeah, I was
what.
gonna say you'd be pushing maybe 190. I could see even.
But-
Because the funny thing is, if you could somehow, you know, do the graph thing where you know the medical chart where you take off the skin layer, then the muscle layer, and the fat layers each individually.
Yeah.
Mary Day somehow has the genes that allows her to be ripped like a bodybuilder, but also still have the fat layer on top of it, so it carves it out.
I mean, that's kind
He's
of how
at
things go.
least- I'd say 190.
Yeah, we're gonna say 190 for you, my friend.
Okay, that is fair.
At
Like-
least.
At minimum.
Mary Day's definitely thicker than I am for sure.
No, if
so-
you look at the picture, her thighs are whiter than your torso.
No, not comparatively to Bonnie's, comparatively to my real life body at 5'10".
Oh, you're 5'10"?
Uh-huh.
I'm 5'11" actually. I'm an inch taller.
Really?
PB,
I-
how tall are you?
I'm actually about 6'1".
Grave?
I'm the tallest of the group then at 6'2", 6'3".
Wow.
I don't reach the
Wow.
armpits of anybody here at 5'2".
Aren't you? I was gonna say you're super small.
5'2".
Oh god.
No, you're real small.
Okay. I'm sorry, Slam, but that is oddly adorable.
The official say is now the
5'2".
small wife of the group.
No wonder you play a tall character. You have to feel tall somewhere.
Oh.
I will remind you that Big Small One was quite the Big Small One.
Oh fuck! I love it. Okay, so
Wait, I didn't see. Where is our character?
Well,
Like, I don't know how I feel
You
about
guys
the
are up
realization
here.
that you're closer to Bonnie's size and I'm closer to Mary's size.
I think what's funny
So
is
if we
that-
ever get together for a cosplay group, we know who's playing what.
I couldn't even cosplay any of my. Actually, I'd be able to cosplay maybe 2 of my characters.
We'll just do that thing they did for Lord Farquaad in the Shrek musical and tape Bird's legs to the front of yours and you just walk on your knees.
Oh god!
That's my favorite part of that whole musical.
Okay, Grave, you know what you need to do?
Mm.
You need to get a robe that has the print of 3 kobolds on it, and then put on a trench coat.
Yes!
Yes.
Three kobolds in a trench coat. Let's go!
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, fuck.
You know what's
But
funny
also,
about Mary Dane
like-
as she's drawn? Her thighs match mine.
Is that no? Okay, I'm gonna be. You
What?
said poofy clothes. Let me tell you, you are like a bundle of sticks under that outfit.
But also, I mean, Mary
Uh.
Day's figure with musculature is possible. Because the thing is like a lot of people think putting on muscle also means that you reduce like body fat.
I picture her like
Not the case. Like if you look at actual Olympic powerlifters, like those dudes that are
Yeah.
built like a fucking barrel,
Yeah.
no, they've got muscle and fat, and you kind of need both.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
greatest
If you
example of
want to
muscle
look
and
good.
fat would be a
Thrower.
sumo. Because here's the thing: sumo wrestlers is one of the most difficult physical appearances to get. Because you have to spend all day long just eating and walking out. They have
Yup.
stupid high amounts of muscle.
Yup.
This is also like a thing I'll always say that like muscle is really dense. So if you have muscle, you're going to weigh a lot. Like
Mhm.
that isn't a bad thing. It's how
Right.
it's how act like this is always something I have to tell myself and everything because I am trying to work out and everything and try and reduce body fat. And
Hey,
everything.
cutting out the sodas makes a big difference.
Oh,
so
don't worry.
you'll
I
be
am
back.
cutting out the soda. I have been drinking so much water as of late.
All the water.
Yes.
I actually drink a lot of Gatorade because I don't like water to such an extent I can't
You do have to
really
be
drink
careful
it.
with Gatorade because it does have a lot of sugar and.
Yeah.
God, I love
Yeah, I
Gatorade.
do the
I
I
love
do
the
the
blue
powder.
one.
That's the only I have the blue powder.
love
like for me it's a whole thing of I always remember that no matter what, just because you're big doesn't mean you're overweight and everything all that anyways.
Okay, so I'm about 63 pounds.
I'm about
Honestly.
190.
Okay, now give me your weight as it says
Oh,
at the bottom of
plus,
your
okay.
plus all your stuff because if you're at the bottom of your stuff it should have
I
a total
never
weight.
look at that. Where do I find it?
So
It's literally at the bottom of your
here's an
sheet.
awkward.
Or at the bottom of your
I
equipment.
think when my sheet was made, it did not. It wasn't. None of these things include weights. I'm gonna be so honest.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a thing
No
for
problem
Roll
then.
20.
Yeah, that's
We'll
something
just
Roll 20
blame World.
sometimes does.
Hold
So
on, let me see.
if we're talking pounds, Giuseppe is like 180 to 200 pounds.
I'm gonna
Okay,
give you
so if
190.
we turn our attention to the order of the party, I made Giuseppe kind of jacked. Like
Yeah.
not extremely, but he is very fit.
He does have
also,
some muscle.
that steel mail is heavy.
Yeah.
Jade
So like
knows me
all
too.
up, he's probably 200, 220 pounds.
Yeah.
And then there's me.
Then there's Breb.
The
Okay, so-
lightest
if
character.
we gave you too much weight, your bones would shatter and we would turn into a fragment grenade, and we can't have that.
Now I did actually find because I did deep dive this. But the saying that boards had light or hollow boards is a misunderstanding of the scientific expressions used to describe them. Comparatively, a board to a mammal of same size and weight ratios, the board's bones are heavier. So you have a heavier skeleton than Bonnie does.
Technically
No,
speaking.
they're dense. The shape and their nature of being, they're not like hollow, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, I used
They are
D&D's
to a
own
degree.
Yes,
own
D&D.
calculations
I
for
looked
their
into that.
for their weight.
D&D for Kenku bone weight was going with the misunderstanding, but it's okay because Kenkus are fictional race. They can have hollow bones.
Let's go, hollow bone.
I just wanted to bring up the thing about actual board bones.
Yeah.
I know I've broken a few.
They're
So-
not. They've got like cavities, not like a hollow tube.
Alright. So, back on track.
How heavy is this guy?
Giuseppe coming in, lugging the new supplies.
There's
So
like
wait, what
5 or
is-
6 like burly men carrying crates and shit.
Bonnie, we're saying like your weight with equipment is like 80 pounds ish.
I would go more with. I'm wearing chainmail. You're gonna have to bump it up to like 120.
Okay. That is...
Chainmail isn't too expensive,
Or-
heavy, especially at your size, because you have like small chainmail.
You're right,
Mm.
but I literally just pulled up the thing. I'm
Okay, so
using
D&D also heavily exaggerates how much armor. Like they put like
No,
full plate
you're
at like
correct.
60 plus pounds or something, and that's absurd. The armor does not weigh that.
Yeah, no, an actual suit of
If
full
s-
plate is like 20 to 30 pounds.
If someone else has a better estimate, I will adjust it.
Okay,
However,
so I will look
according to
up.
the book, it's 55
So-
pounds.
Chainmail, what's your
just-
height?
That's all I'm saying. I used the book.
4'6". 4'6".
4'6". Okay, so that's like that's almost like half the weight of a regular guy's chainmail at that point.
You're right. I could believe that. Yeah.
And you're even smaller, like whip size and everything. Like it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm small for
Exagger-
Lapins too, I think.
Yeah, it's not an exaggeration to say
Okay,
that
so
you
a
are
short, so
just
a short
drastically
sleeve
smaller.
chainmail short, which is effectively what Bonnie has based on, her image and whatnot, would be about 18 pounds. But Bonnie is much smaller than the average person, so I'm gonna feel comfortable in cutting that at half at base, saying that your armor weighs at most 9 pounds.
That's so funny.
8 to 10 pounds, about, yeah.
I will say 10 pounds. So 75, 80.
Now Bonnie's sword is the heaviest part of her.
Yeah.
It's
How much is your sword?
someone
That
else
sword
is
weighs about
probably
20
going to have a
pounds.
better idea of it. There you go.
You're not carrying around a 10 kg sword like that.
This is fictional, okay? I applied Monster Hunter logic when I was drawing that. Look at that sword. It is big and it is thick. It is a oversized cleaver with a short handle.
Yeah, that's still not going to be a 10 kg sword. Like, a lot of long swords and a lot of great swords actually clock in at most 2 kg.
I know,
Yeah,
I know,
I'm
but
thinking,
they're
like-
also a
So,
lot smaller.
they are. Well, thinner.
Let's say 6
So,
kg.
I was going to say, yeah, 5 to 6 kg, so it's about maybe 10, 12 pounds at max.
13 pounds. We'll say I'm gonna round up and say 14 for exaggeration's sake, since it's fictional.
Alright.
So
How much did you say?
90. 14 pounds for the
Great.
sword.
It's okay. None of this is on my sheet, so I'm putting it in now so I don't forget later.
Of
No,
course, of
fair,
course.
fair.
Okay,
We're arguing semantics, and it's it's just entertaining to
great.
me because I love numbers.
Okay, so Bonnie
So what is your
laughs.
total?
I got a request. Can we put
31 pounds.
can we put
Okay,
the
so
sword
31.
at
31
Yeah, you're like
plus-
94, 95. Put you at 95, and then
What were you saying,
Slaya, what is your
I was
character's
gonna
total weight?
ask if we could put the sword at exactly 12 pounds because it deals 2d6 damage.
All right, it's
Yes!
added. 12
All right.
pounds. That's still 95. You're okay, Bird.
Okay,
Round it up.
Still
I'm
accurate.
rounding up. I'm good. This is all fine. My numbers are good. This is
Beautiful.
why I round up. Slaya, what is your character's total weight with you being base 190?
Okay, so base 190 plus like another 5 for my clothes simply from the boots.
Mm-hmm.
That puts me at 95. Now, I have actually been looking up. Mary Day's magic staff does weigh about 20 pounds because it has a massive metal head to it.
Mm-hmm. Give me
So
the
that
final
puts
number,
me
my
at
friend.
115 plus my bag of traveling supplies being about another 10 pounds puts me at about 125.
225?
25.
Yeah, 225.
125. I was like, we
So,
went
sorry,
down.
I injured your airwood.
You're fine. You're
You got hit
fine.
with that stack overflow.
I didn't know we could stack
Brave.
overflow
I
in
found
here.
out how that guy was able to get negative like a billion damage. It's because he disabled the fucking cap. There's apparently a thing where you can disable the damage cap.
Okay, so I'm right. With all of our armors and all of our equipment, if we all want to just ride her and give her the max amount of things to be able to carry, we'd be able to give her 18 of those bags and she'd still have a bit over.
Damn.
Good.
Nice.
and it falls on 18 exact. It's no longer like 19 point whatever. It's 18 like 0.462. So it gives us some wiggle room of
Oh,
like an extra bit.
Perfect.
We can almost do an extra 140. So we could almost bring an entire other individual and still
You
be
want to know
perfectly in
what
her
is
range.
also perfect about this?
What?
We can do the Scooby Doo scene because Mary Day can pick up the whole party and run with them.
Okay, Brad, can you send me all that math so I can add it to my notes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we have it all
I'm just
written
gonna
down
put
for
it
my
in
notes.
after session notes.
Yes, please do.
5,000. BW is Baroth weight.
Yes.
Minus 59.12. Brib. Minus 190, and that was with all of your stuff, right, Giuseppe?
Could you mark down the base plus equipment?
Mm.
You all have your base. Put it in there. These are just the plain numbers. It is your responsibility for your character to have your numbers.
I'm very
it.
glad D&D Beyond keeps my weight tracked
Uh,
automatically. I get to put
So
it in one.
190 is with all your stuff, right?
For me,
Yes.
mine's 200 to 220.
Okay, so it's 200, 220. We'll say 210 because I like to go in the middle. Braves character minus 95 is Bonnie. Minus 225 is Leia. Gets us to, because people have changed the game. Okay, so minus 59.12 minus 210 minus 95 minus 225 brings us at 110.88. Divide that by 240.
Just a
Gets
reminder,
us
this is an accountant at work, everybody.
Uh-huh.
18.37. We're gonna round up and say 9. In fact, fuck it. I'm just gonna say 3.8 because fuck it. People can fight me on it. And that puts us at 240 times 18.
The extra funny bit is Mary Day, everything included, weighs about 100 pounds more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Oh,
32
Jesus.
giving us
Oh my god, Slayer. Look in general. I found something.
How much? Wait, how much did each saddlebag carry?
240.
Yeah, 240.
Oh, 240. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So
Hilariously, I know the manual that is from.
I know. I figured as much.
I've seen enough HEMA videos to know this one.
I only asked as we went over so many numbers I forgot.
No, you're fine.
What does the BW stand for?
How did we get this?
BW, Barrel weight capacity.
Oh, Bayoth, wait, okay.
I don't know
So
how
we have
get that
approximately
grave. That's
90
funny.
90.88 pounds of wiggle room.
Nice. Okay.
This is great.
Okay, so we've worked out all the semantics about how much everything weighs.
Thank you for all of your numbers. I appreciate it greatly.
Okay,
I'm
so
smiling. I'm loving this.
Okay,
It's beautiful.
Bonnie Lass, I'm saying that you have just been wandering around the city. Can you give me a
Wait, did we include the weight of the saddle and its bags?
let's not worry about that.
No, I'm worrying about that. I give me a second.
We'll
I'll
do
send
that
the, I'll send the
later.
numbers.
You send me them numbers in a bit.
Okay.
I'd like to get back to section
I will
proper
get
as
those
much as I
numbers,
like
though.
numbers.
I will get those numbers.
Just send the numbers to Breb, and he'll do them in the background, like a proper Kenku accountant. Okay, so Bonnie Lass, you have been wandering around the city,
Why?
kind of lost within your own thoughts. Can you give me a D20 roll?
Oh yeah, I can definitely do that. 11.
11. All right. So
You
as you
pickpocket
have
11 nobles.
I'm dragging my sword behind me and I trip 11 people.
So as you are walking around, you find yourself around if you're looking at the map, you find yourself around where was it? Oh yeah, around here in the city. As you would pass what looks like, as you would kind of look around until you actually notice a sign hanging from a building that has some strange metal cylinders coming in and out of it. With a sign that reads Hug Sign Potions and Enchantery.
Oh. Might be able to pick something up nice in here. And she just starts wandering in.
Alright.
Again, drags sword behind her.
One moment. One moment. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes. Okay.
Take your time.
I have everything ready. I just forgot where I put the map.
Sorry, excuse
Bless
me.
you.
No, you're fine.
You
Thank
smell.
you.
So-
You sneeze like you would.
So, Mary
do
Day,
your
you would
spawn.
find yourself coming out down here.
Oh, hold on.
You find
Down here, you say?
Yeah. And walking in, you would find that this place is full of stuff.
Oh,
You
I like stuff.
you find more of those strange cylinders coming in and out of the walls. You see all kinds of potions and many different types of bottles. You even see a few particular items thrumming with arcane energy.
Probably something she shouldn't touch, but is going to.
You just start like, oh, what's this?
I know she.
And
Yeah,
as you-
Bonnie's got big shiny eyes right now.
Wait, where I missed where you clicked.
Bonnie is. Oh no, Bonnie's doing her thing.
Oh, Bonnie. Okay, I heard the E and thought you said Mary. My bad.
No, you're fine. So
Okay.
Bonnie.
So then 16 saddles is the ideal saddles.
Okay.
Alright, so Bonnie, you walk in and you hear a little bell chime as you open and close the door, with there being a small voice coming from the back, yelling, "One moment!"
Take your time.
As from the back door, carrying there will be you'll see something carrying a giant, a quite massive crate. Move out of the door before placing the crate behind the counter, and climbing up to where you can see them is a strange little creature.
Oh, strange small creatures.
Yes, you'll see a very strange small creature with what looks to be a kind of orangish yellow hair and wearing some very strange clothes. Hello, how may I help you?
Oh. Oh, hi there, lass. Uh, apologies, I'm a little new here. What is this place called? The shop, I mean.
Oh, well, this is the Hugs. This is the Hug Slime Potion and Enchantaway.
I knew it.
As
Yes.
they give the
You
biggest grin.
despicable DM.
I thought you were
Bonnie,
about to say, you disgust me, and I was just
Bonnie, if you'll
Tail
look in
Slayer.
general, this is who you see.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's a slime.
Let's go. Let's go with the art of her talking to the nature elemental. That's
Oh,
more
yes.
fantasy.
Yes. Hold on. Where is it? I have it. Give me a moment.
It's okay, take your time.
It's at the bottom. Oh yes. Behold. As you see this adorable creature, sitting on which is kind of like looking over the desk, clearly standing or sitting on top of a stool or something, as they look to you. Hello, what would you like? What would you like? Would you like a potion? Maybe enchantwing? Or are you here for the dungeon?
A dungeon, lass? What do you mean?
Aye! There's a dungeon here. I run it. As they just give a very big beaming smile. If you're here for the
That's quite
dungeon,
nice.
I'm sorry, but it's closed for right now. We're doing some renovations to add more biomes.
That's quite alright. Bunny, like, looks down at her little coin purse and opens it, and she sees, like, a dust bunny, and then 8 little copper pieces. Then she looks back up at the counter and all the really shiny things and back at her little coin purse, and she slowly closes it and goes, ah. To be honest, lass, I think I'm just looking around.
Ah, well, if you see anything that catches your eye, I'm very much willing to barter.
DM, Mary
Yes.
still has 30 silvers left, and I need to go like do laundry and stuff real quick. So can Mary, seeing Bonnie poke her head in and hand Bonnie the remaining 30 silvers?
Sure.
Oh, here you go. I was able to get what I needed, and now the saddler is taking measurements of Morticia.
Oh, good, good. Thank you, lass.
Okay, I will be back.
Yeah.
Mary is standing pleasantly in the background if anything heavy needs to be hit or lifted.
Of course. So you start perusing around. If you would like, you can make an investigation.
I'd love to. I just don't have high hopes. 6.
All right. All right. You start looking around, and you start looking around. You see all kinds of potions, different colors, different kind of weird effects going on inside the bottles.
Okay.
You find
I finally did all my
swords.
math.
I think.
Yes, that was a bliss. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just heard the tail end.
You see potions, you see enchanted swords, pieces of armor, equipment, you see a belt of some kind, a tiara. There's all kinds of little pieces of equipment, doodads, and very clearly, well made and well enchanted. But as you're kind of looking around, you actually see a section with like a sign next to it that simply reads "Select your own enchantment." It's written
Oh,
in very
cute.
terrible Mirelands common, but it's
I hope this
legible.
some of the letters are backwards.
Yes, it's very clear whoever wrote this does not know how to spell properly, or
That's
know how
okay.
to
She
write
tried her
properly at
best.
all. She's doing her best, yes. But you see
I
it.
don't even know if she has hands.
But yes, you see that there is the sign basically reads, "Choose your own enchantment."
Ooh. Uh, Bonnie would kind of look and would look at it in the sign, and if there wasn't like a direct note of like how much it would be, she would turn back to the shopkeeper lady, and would say, "Excuse me, do you how much is the do your own enchantment last?"
Oh, oh, okay, hold on. As you'll see them, uh, pop behind the counter before immediately scooting over towards you. Okay, so it is 30 silvers, and she points to the different scrolls that are on this shelf. It's like a 4 or 5 layered shelf. As she points out, you will simply just choose an enchantment, bring it up to the counter, and I will do it for about 30 silvers.
Oh,
So if you have a
oh,
piece
that
of gear you
that
really
sounds
want
pretty lovely.
enchanted, or you want to put or you want to what was the word? Reserve. Yes, reserve. If you want one reserved, you can do that. Are you thinking about getting anything enchanted?
Well, now that you mention it, do you think you could do something like this? And Bonnie just drags her sword forward.
Oh, is that a hunter sword?
Oh,
Or
I'm not sure. I found it in the dungeon.
oh, you found it in a dungeon. Hmm. Can I hold
It's
it?
a little. Yeah, of course. It's a little dingy, but
you,
it works.
like I imagine. Do you like try to give it to her very carefully?
Bonnie, I would imagine, she does the thing where she is holding it by the handle and the tips on the ground. She holds her arm forward, and before she realizes it, she lets go. And I think the intention is to just. Again, Bonnie earlier has now noted that she is not sure that this slime creature has hands unless they're formed.
like
So, but just too late. The sword's already like in the going into quote
so
unquote the
so
slime's hand.
after a moment of like, wait a moment, does this thing even has? As you hear just a splat noise before this creature just reforms around the blade with it in its arms as it reforms standing up. Thank
Ah,
you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm sorry, lass. I didn't mean to drop it on you like
Oh,
that.
don't worry. I've had worse happen to me. I've been thrown against so many
Ah,
walls. As she goes and scoots behind the counter once more.
Bonnie just sits there a little concerned with her hand on her chin and is just like, what an interesting creature.
All right, so can you please roll for me a D100 to see which enchantment scroll you pick?
Absolutely. Da 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 da. 52. That
Okay. Let me go pull up my list.
it's okay. Take your time. My cat has decided that he does not like that my hand is using a mouse.
Mood.
Okay, blah 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 blah. Ah, here we go. She will so you go out, you pick the scroll, which is a blah blah, where was it? I just had that list. Ah, here we go. There we go. Okay. So you, why are you chuckling? Why is the wave chuckling?
Because I can finally make my card.
Okay. So, you pick up you pick the scroll, look it over, thinking, "Oh, okay, this one looks good." Not really reading it or thinking about it. And you hand it over. They will look it over before giving a bit of a nod. All right. So let's get to this. As you see the slime creature, um, as you watch as the slime creature, then eats the scroll before eating the sword. There is a there is about there's about like a few moments of just quiet as suddenly like this creature just starts to like rumble and jiggle
Oh, I'm sure that's fine.
before for the hilt of the sword will pop out of their mouth and they'll pull it out and put it onto the table. All right, it's done.
I just pictured like the sword distorting her shape, but only in the one direction.
Yes, exactly. uh,
Bunny would nod and thank her and go to grab the sword.
all right.
Is it
Uh,
noticeably look any different, or does it just look like the sword still?
uh, yes, it actually does look a little different.
Ooh.
Looking over the sword, the grunchiness and age seemingly has been removed as part of the process. The sword doesn't look new, but it definitely
Oh,
looks a
good. She's
lot better
slightly
shape.
corrosive.
Hmm?
I said, oh, good. She's slightly corrosive.
As this weapon now has, where was it? As you find that there is a bit, as there are some there are some new symbols along the blade that have clearly been added as a result of the process. Where is it? Oh, yes, there it is. You have a blah, 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 blah. Oh, there it is. You have upgraded this weapon as you equip it. You feel a new connection to it
Ooh.
as you have given it a holy enchantment.
Oh, excellent.
Very fitting for a paladin Banoi, as it is now a holy hunter's greatsword. Uh, the this weapon now does a additional 1d6 holy damage, with it doing double holy damage to undead creatures.
Ooh. Not many things are resistant to hurler damage.
Beautiful.
So you may add 1d6 holy damage onto the blade.
We just have to remember that if something is undead, it does double as much.
Make sure in the notes of the sword, unless you want me to add that, you can add the does double damage to undead.
Will do my best. Let's see.
Uh,
Dang it! I left my laundry downstairs.
Oh no.
I'll be right back.
all right. So you see the shrine just give you a very warm smile. I hope you enjoy.
Oh, thank you, lass. How much do I owe you?
Oh, that's just 30 silvers.
Oh, perfect. And Bunny immediately. I imagine this whole time she's been holding it in her hand since Mary gave it to her.
Yes.
So instead of even opening her coin purse, she just dumps the 30 silver on the counter.
She'll count it out just to make sure before giving a nod. Thank you for your patronage. And do come back again. I'll try to have the dungeon open within a few weeks. It's difficult. We're trying to get new biomes installed for more potion and enchanting ingredients. You'd not
Oh,
believe
no,
how
I
hard it is to
understand.
grow hellspores.
Uh, I'm sure it's quite difficult, though I've never grown them myself. I appreciate all your help, lass. And Bunny just awkwardly hears a bunch of words she doesn't really understand and starts, like, walking out the door and thinks, do you think it's anything like carrots? And then she leaves.
As you say that, suddenly a carrot falls onto your head.
Oh, that is like the best
The
day of her
gods have
life. Her
blessed
eyes.
her.
Okay, now I'm back.
As a
Night
carrot
in
just
peace.
as you leave the shop with your newly enchanted greatsword, a carrot suddenly falls onto your head after you utter that prayer, and you now have a carrot as
I am
Benoi.
immediately
It is a
snacking on the
completely
carrot.
normal carrot, by the
It's just,
way.
yeah, it's a
No,
completely
it's a
normal
carrot
carrot.
that she's very excited to have.
Yeah, no, that's the best part.
so, Bonnie, as you are leaving, as you are leaving and out to heading out to the rest of the group, you pass by the port as there is a massive commotion going on as a ship is starting to come into port.
Am I
Uh,
there?
yes,
You were
actually.
with me and gave me silver, so yeah, probably.
Yeah, so Mary Day, you two are by the port as you're hearing hearing the sounds of you guys are hearing the sounds and commotions of a bunch of sailors and people who live at the port, uh, who live in the city, are starting to make a commotion as a ship is starting to come into port with bearing the flag of the royal family.
Oh, fancy.
As both of you are hearing hearing a few people say, oh, hearing words saying that must be the princess's ship. That a few people muttering about having returned early from her journey.
Oh no, that's not good.
Oh, the princess.
I don't like royalty.
Bonnie Lass, Bonnie and Mary Day, can you both make me some history checks?
Oh, I would love to, but you're gonna be very disappointed. Two.
Mary?
I'm still eating my carrot. I'm thinking about where it came from.
See, it's funny because I actually have proficiency in history checks. 5.
We're doing so amazing.
I'm telling
This-
Mary
this
about
is-
my carrot.
This is exactly why.
Mary is recounting the time her family had thought that they had grown some orbs, but they were actually carrots, and how it had been the talk of the village for like 3 weeks.
Bunny
This is
very
exactly
invested
why
in
I'm
that
scared
story.
of. This is exactly why I'm scared of meeting royalty as our group. It seems like a very
Listen, you're talking about like essentially a little farm girl who's never left her carrot farm, and then Mary who's never left her farm.
she grew up on a dairy farm.
So we're just a couple of bumpkins in the city. We don't know what we're doing.
Oh
So,
boy.
as you guys are kind of like talking, you guys are swept up in the crowd as people are gathering around to have a chance of seeing the princess.
Uh-huh.
Before long, the ship docks with the city's guard like trying to clear people out of the way because well, of course, everyone because well, you gotta make sure people aren't gonna like harass the royalty.
Way for the princess. Make way.
As
Can the god be musical?
Oh my lord. Jesus.
as
If I had a
the
nickel for every
banjo
the
time
starts
ship
I made a
playing.
musical
makes
Okay, so there was I was in a session. It was D&D Adventures League, so I was actually at my local game store, and we were going to this town, and there were a bunch of gods on the wall, and one of the players did a little rhyme for what the gods were doing, and suddenly everyone was doing it, and the DM, because everyone at the table was doing it, had to make it so that this city by law was a musical, and all the godsmen sang and danced in routine.
That's really funny.
Oh god. I love that.
It's where the Bard's College was located, is my guess.
Oh my god, that's perfect. That is entirely perfect. So
Amazing.
as the ship docks and everything, the you guys will see about six guards, six knights from the looks of it, will come off before there will be a strange floating thing that moves ahead before beginning to walk down with a parasol in hand is the princess.
Oh wow.
If you will look
Oh
in general.
my!
I am sorry, Slea, I could not edit it properly.
Okay, so for this, well, her skirt goes all the way around. There's no opening.
Yes.
Mhm.
I tried to edit it. Unfortunately, my editing skills are not that good. So, yes.
She's very pretty.
So you guys will see as the princess walks down. She has a soft smile on her face as this little floating thing is by her side. And she's giving some soft waves before she'll actually take notice of you, Bonnie.
Oh fuck. Bonnie, run.
Uh-oh.
No, she
Run.
has the kindly stare of somebody who collects people.
She has the kindly stare of someone I don't want near my children.
Which is so funny because like Mary's sitting there, Bonnie dead, eyes in I don't even know, chewing on a carrot.
She is really intent on that carrot.
Yeah, she's just
This is a
chawing.
gift from God, literally. She's very excited about it. She doesn't know where it came
She's
from.
like, this carrot's a gift from her god, oh my.
Yeah, it probably just fell from the rafters because of a scurrying mouse, but in her head, that was a sign.
It's a sign of her god.
A sign from the Lord above, if you will.
There will be a whispered. There'll be a moment as she will whisper to the little floating thing, and it will look over to Bonnie before clearly issuing some sort of command as the knights kind of move forward, kind of pushing and moving people out of the way to make way for the princess to meet this person that has caught her
Okay,
eye.
I got all my spell slots left. Do we run or do we engage?
I recommend
think
dipping as quickly as humanly fucking possible.
I didn't take expeditious retreat.
Well, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, my friend. You're fucked.
It's you plus one dumb bunny, so
Hey, that's a very
Uh,
smart bunny.
oh yeah. I don't know
Well,
if I
I
go
wish
that
you could.
far.
I wish you could see my face when I'm saying that. By the way, very, very smart. Bunny. Yep.
Oh, she's something, all right. Crunches on carrot.
So do you guys wait? Do you guys try to run? What
I
what
don't
do you
even
try to
know if
do?
Bonnie's truly fully recognized what's happening yet.
Yeah,
Okay, Mary
I'm
Day
half
and Bonnie
convinced that she
Lads, please
hasn't.
make me intelligence check.
Uh-oh.
Save or check?
Check.
Check.
Oh, 16.
Oh, 18.
Wow.
Holy
We
shit.
pulled through for once.
Holy shit. There's
Bonnie's
no
like
shot.
sputtering carrot
That really is
everywhere with
carrot
every
from
bite.
God.
That carrot has.
It is the carrot from God.
Bonnie, as you're chewing on that carrot, and Mary Day, you're both talking about carrots in your home, and you're just hearing the muttering and everything. You guys actually do notice as the guards, as the knights, bearing the symbol of the Arthuria, of the Pendragon royal family, are moving towards you guys very quickly, pushing people out of the way towards you. With the princess
Oh.
making making very careful, calculated looking steps. With a bit of a smile on her
Dislike.
face as she walks towards the both of you.
Heavy dislike. See, this is I'm stealing you. This is hey, look, you look cute. I want you. Don't I have a say in
I'd make
this?
an insight check
No.
with advantage as me and Bonnie exchange glances.
Oh, Bonnie would look at you and look at this woman and chew on her carrot some more and be like, "Do you think they're kind of important, lass?"
DM, may I make that insight check?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So this is going to be an insight check with advantage, and Melee is offering a prayer to her guidance for divine guidance.
Okay.
Wow, they're moving faster than I thought they would. Do you think she has to go to the bathroom?
So that's 15
Do you think she has to
a
go to the bathroom?
D4. So that's 16 insight.
What are you trying to discern, Mary Day?
A vibe check to see if we're in danger or not. You know, she's just trying to read this.
Yeah, no. You definitely feel like there is some danger going on here.
Okay, let's see. What spells did I take?
You could
Yeah,
just take
no,
me by
Mary
the
Day,
hand and
you're
whisk
like
us away.
you're like
Whisk us away.
you ask for guidance to your goddess, and immediately, perhaps not literally written in the sky, but you can tell. Oh God, your goddess is telling you that this is not a good
Slaya,
position
if
to be
only I
in.
had spell slots.
Unfortunately, paladins don't get spells until I believe level 4.
I don't have slots,
So,
but they let me take
Bonnie,
spells,
Mary
and it's really
takes
sad.
you by the hand, smiles down at you, and says, Bonnie, I think we should go check how the others are doing. And she books it like she just turns on her heel, lowers her head, and just charges the other direction.
Bye.
Girl.
Mary Day,
Hold
can
on,
you
I have
please
a
make
quick
me
question.
a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage?
What do you want?
Bonnie thinks we're starting a race.
Dexterity save
This
with
is an exciting
disadvantage.
thing.
Let's see, have anything that will engage it. Actually, no, because you're strong enough, you actually wouldn't be imposing disadvantage. Okay, so just make me a dexterity saving throw.
Bonnie is really light. My carry capacity is like 300 some.
Yeah, so
I
yeah,
also,
just
again,
make me a
Bonnie
normal
thinks
dex
we're
check.
about to race.
Dex check.
She thinks you took her
No,
by the
not
hand
check,
and said,
save,
let's
save,
see
save.
let's go check on the others. And what you didn't say that Bonnie heard was, let's see who can race there first.
14.
All right, Bonnie, you're able to hear your Bonnie, not Bonnie,
We're
Mary.
holding hands for like 2 seconds.
Mary, you're able to hear the crack of something as you immediately dodge away as you're barely able to miss some sort of weird electric net that the strange construct
that's
next to the
definitely really
princess
bad.
launched.
um, so I'm using my full speed, and then I'm taking the dash action to speed again, and I don't have
How
dash as
fast
a
can you
bonus
move?
action, but I would like to pray to my goddess to give me the strength of speed. And I
Make
would
me a
like to
religion check.
I want to bond one of my channel divinities to do it.
I'll allow it.
Okay. So, Bonnie, we're going fast, and then this electric whip just hits some sort of brick wall next to us, and suddenly Mary's eyes almost have a glow that matches her scepter as she just starts uber booking it.
Yeah.
She is leaving the rubber from her boots on the pavement as she rounds corners.
I would like
It
to
is gone
imagine-
time.
Okay, I have
Bonnie
to ask: Are
takes
you
this
carrying
as a
Bonnie
challenge.
Are you carrying your head, Bonnie's head, forward or backwards?
I grabbed her by the
We're
hand.
holding hands.
I like to imagine I grabbed her by the hand. As soon as she turned, I stooped down and underarmed her like you would a toddler when you're running away from a flood.
You're so right.
That is such
So
a vivid
I'm just holding her under the
description.
armpits.
That is such a
Oh, no
vivid
fair, lass! I don't
description.
get to race this way. You got to put me down.
Okay, I have to ask: Is Bonnie's head pointing forwards or backwards when you picked her up?
I don't know.
Probably
That'd be
forwards
up to Bonnie.
because if we were holding hands first and she said, "Let's go find the others,"
Yeah,
and
but now she's
started
whipped you
moving-
around like holding the child. You might actually be facing backwards for a split
Oh
second.
yeah, maybe
'Cause I'm-
for like
If
half
we're
a
both,
second.
here's the thing: we'd probably be facing each other, face to face. And I
Yeah.
kneel down, put my arms around your armpits, and pull you close, which would rotate your head to face back.
All
So
right.
we're making a really weird hug.
Yeah.
So Bonnie, as Mary Day is
Sound
carrying
lass, I
you
can't
and
see past your
running,
chest.
you look behind you as you just see the princess giving this very upset look, putting her hand on her cheek, as she just lets out a sigh, and there's just and you can actually tell that there is a very strange look in those eyes. As she just lets out a sigh. As she just waves at the knights as they start giving chase after you guys.
Daddy, they're coming. This is a big...
So-
No way, I don't get to race in it. That's no fair. Now it's a bigger race. It's just like on the damn farm. I would win, I swear to God.
It's not that I lack faith in your ability to win a waste deal. It's just that I'm a bit worried about the potential repercussions if we don't win, and I'd really like to make sure that doesn't happen. So why don't you just be a good deal and keep an eye out for the others? We're just gonna head to the city gates, and I think it's about time we head back home to the tavern. Anyways, it's getting late. We should really be leaving this city. You know?
You have great ideas, lass. I can't see over your chest. I'm serious. It's getting in my face. I might suffocate, but you know, I get it.
Honestly, dear, you know, it's fine. Just like deep breath.
No, that
Deep
worse.
breath.
That makes it worse. I'll help you get away faster.
I'm doing nothing but boob.
I will breathe. I will suffocate on the boob before I actually get the breath.
I know, but I'm just like the mental image of this because
Please, like, I need you to just imagine Bonnie is screaming into Mary's chest because she can't really look up from this position of being held under her armpits. So she's essentially starting to yell, and then she backs up and goes, "Okay, just keep running. I can't yell anymore. I'm gonna pass out."
So my mother was helping me design Mary Day and her outfit, and so Mary Day, due to the time era and her style of dress and faith, she isn't wearing a bra, but her dress is fitted. So while they aren't like flopping to the sides, they are very much going up and down, which is where Bonnie's face is. And it's hilarious.
Okay, Slant, I
Absolutely.
have a request. Can you just please draw this chase scene at some point
my
when you get a
lord.
chance?
I'll think about it. I
You're
have-
holding Bonnie like a wet cat who just rolled in shit, and she's yelling into your boobs, which is currently battering her in the face.
I'm
so she
sorry,
had to
just the
lean
mental
back to
image is
breathe
so
out.
great.
Yeah, it's
can
pretty
I?
amazing.
I would like to make a perception check to spot Blib or Giuseppe, preferably
How about
with
are they with the
adrenaline fueled
Baroths?
advantage.
Uh,
I mean, he's tall, and most people around here aren't that tall, so Giuseppe should be easy.
That's fair.
you know what? Sure.
Or you could look for the Baroths, because
I
again,
was gonna
we're
say
by
the
the
Baroths
Baroths.
is really
I
big.
see the bear-offs. That's not the issue. I need to find Giuseppe because he went shopping for food.
I'm back with the Baroths at this
Oh.
point.
Okay, so
So I
you
think the
see-
Baroths
you
looks
see
for
as
the big
Mary
boys.
Day comes full dead running out the city gate. She doesn't even stop at the guard. She just like leaps over the little post thing with Bonnie under her arm like a football. She comes skidding to a stop. We need to go now. And she like just tosses Bonnie up onto Matisha's back. And she like walks over, takes out her dagger, and cuts Bailey and Larry loose from being tied to the tree.
Like the blacksmith lady who's like getting ready to come with you guys so she can take the measurements for the fitting. Just like, what's the rush? Bonnie, what's the rush? Okay. She just like carefully, she just like, okay, why is this woman yelling at me?
How tired are these are the princess's guards when they eventually round that corner? Because like
They don't look tired at all, as far as you can
oh
tell.
god,
These are
These
royal
guys are
knights.
juiced
You
for
just
this
see like
death.
half a dozen people in full plate armor, shield, swords drawn, round the bend shortly after Mary as she's screaming, "We need to go!"
what you?
As the lady who just finished taking the measurements just like backs up as you guys board Morticia, the two children falling behind as he just charge into the distance.
Matisha and Mary
I'm gonna
gets down,
have
puts
such
a hand on
headache
Matisha,
later.
and like, Matisha, deal for the sake of all of us. Yip yip.
You just see as she just rouses up and just starts charging her way through the forest, not even
There's, like,
following the
Eyes
path.
turn to slits.
Literally,
You hear a sound of a train, but you don't even know what it is because that's what a bear-off sound makes when it charges.
yeah,
Just steam gushing out with a high-pitched
there's
whistle.
just a loud, high-pitched noise. As she doesn't even follow the path, she just straight goes through the forest, knocking down trees.
Yeah,
I'm
she
sure it
she
won't be
heard you
hard to find
panicked
us.
and she understood. Wait a minute, family. This isn't acceptable. Family shouldn't be scared. Run.
The funny
And that's
thing
all
is,
she heard.
Matisha had a decent chance of taking on those knights.
Oh, I think more than a fair chance.
I really think Matisha's just a big, soft cow.
Counterpoint, we just give that creepy lady more unique things.
That is very
Yeah, I don't wanna-
She
I
goes
don't
from
wanna-
one bunny and maybe one cow lady to a bunny, a cow lady, a bird, a full three Baroths, and then her white guy elf friend.
Oh no!
The
I don't
Soul
know.
Empire
I
boy
was gonna say
toy.
consort, but yeah, it felt weird.
Alright, so you guys are able to make it away as the knights just give up the knights just stop chasing at some point because it's just like, because Morticia's just fucking fast and so are her kids.
But how are we? They give up pretty quickly because like, how the fuck are we outrunning a Baroth?
Bro, they probably saw the Baroth, saw us get on the Baroth, went, wait a minute, what, huh? And then went, and then they saw the Baroth proceed to take us away, along with one of the other people of this town, so that they could take measurements for the Baroth. And we were there for half a second in their eyes, more than likely.
I'd like to imagine Mary quickly as she's loading just towards the side and was like, just send us a letter when it's done and we'll send someone to pick it up. Thank you.
As the knights just like push her away just as they try to give chase, but again, a fucking Baroth is fast. surprisingly fast.
So Mary is on Morticia's back, holding the wings, and she's kind of like helping steer or at least guide Morticia the correct way home.
Yeah.
As she's like, "We were at the port, and a royal ship over the hurdle, please. A royal ship pulled in, and the royal princess of Camelot disembarked, but she looked at us, and I saw in her eyes, and I
A
felt
yearning.
at that moment, I felt fear go down my spine, and then she looked down at Bonnie, and that was the look of evil. My goddess sent
He
warning,
was hungry.
and I knew that we had to flee. And as we turned to run, some sort of lightning woven into a net crashed into a wall next to us.
Well, that's not nice. uh, Breb will just kind of like tilt their head and just understood. Bad people, no like.
Scene transition over to Camelot. The
Okay, the king on the throne, head in hands.
already having received the report of their daughter doing some weird ass shit. Where did I go wrong with that girl? Just a very deep sigh. Where did I go wrong? I'm gonna have to offer an apology, aren't I?
I don't think if this was a canon event, I don't think we were supposed to get away.
I don't think we were supposed to have a bear on at level 2 either.
Okay. I will point this out for everyone that for this for this little encounter, I made a roll to see if she would notice any member of the party when she appeared for this event, right?
Mhm.
And I rolled for if anyone would catch her eye, but Mary Day and Bonnie last caught her eye.
Oh. Well, at least she hasn't seen us. Giuseppe and Brib.
That is true.
She hasn't seen us, so everything is better than it could be.
Mary, they would then ask over shoulder, "So, how was everyone's shopping trip?"
Successful.
Yeah. Although I swear some of those marketers ripped me off.
Oh, that's wonderful, dear. Patricia Duck!
That's a wonderful deal, dear.
That's wonderful, dear. Just immediately ducks to try and get out of the way.
Yeah. Well, it's the fact that they said that's wonderful, dear. Too. I'm pretty sure I got scammed.
Mary
Yeah.
Day's not really paying attention.
I'm pretty sure I got scammed. Oh, that's fantastic!
Still full of adrenaline, trying to steal a bear off.
So
They're going like right now. We are going like 65 to 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, we are not going slow.
Yes, as you guys are making bear speed to Barton. As
In our defense, a certain someone doesn't realize just how fucking massively scary these things are. And by a certain someone, I'm pretty sure I'm like referring to majority of our party.
I think one of us has an inkling what these things actually are.
Giuseppe has an inkling, but this is too
Yeah,
good
that's
having
it.
one.
That's it. He's like, maybe they're not giant fucking cows. And then it's just like, no, that's dumb.
This party is going to successfully gaslight itself at every turn.
That's our goal. That's our goal. We're just never gonna like live in proper like reality. We're just constantly in delusion, thinking that like, oh no, this is completely normal. Everyone else is weird.
Nah, this is completely normal. Everyone else is inept.
No, it's just that
Common
they're
sense.
Yes.
Oh, that's fucking great.
She is probably going to track us down at some point, though, so maybe we should invest in equipment next.
We have to go back there in like 2 weeks.
Well, hopefully that means the princess isn't there next time.
I have a feeling that that's wishful thinking.
Look,
Mm-hmm.
if I can think and there's a wish, I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. I see. So, anyways, on today's episode of Delusion,
The delightful
I mean-
delusional delinquents?
The thing is that we've gotten away for now. The princess only has to ask, so who were those?
No, she's
And,
going to ask who were they, and
of
people are
the
going to say,
local-
they were
any of the
master
local
hunters.
any of the local guard are gonna say, oh yeah, no, they're the master hunters that have apparently taken up the tavern in.
Yeah,
So
we've
it's
kind
like-
of just told the people about ours, huh?
So in terms
well,
of
in our
investigative
defense, we
meadery,
didn't say we were master hunters. I
We
said
didn't say
that
we're master
someone
hunters.
says calls us master hunters.
To be fair, you
We
guys
never
did
said
pull
we
up
were
into
master
town
hunters.
with a fucking barrel.
We never said we were master hunters, but we did say where we were or where we are.
Possibly.
Oh god, that is true because the guard captain did ask her where you guys are from for information for record
We
keeping
did.
shit.
And Giuseppe definitely has said, oh, we just head up the inn over in Bartown.
Yeah, Barton.
Barton. So, the princess just has to ask a guard who are they, and they'll be like, oh yeah, no, those are the master hunters from over in Barton. But apparently they also run the tavern.
Apparently they're running the tavern over there. I don't know, man.
Mary's right now the personification of, we're in danger.
Yes! We're in danger!
Because, like, Mary's not the most worldly person, but, Mary's like, we're just a bunch of country folk, and that's a princess, and those are knights. We can't fight knights.
We can't fight
Or at
the
least-
knights of the kingdom.
Oh my god, they probably think us so that like they probably are sitting there like, oh, these people want like their father is probably gonna be like, oh, they just wanted to run away to not cause a political scene. It's gonna be looked at
That's
a lot
entirely
nicer.
possible.
It's gonna be looked at a lot nicer.
That's assuming the king ever actually gets to a port. Who knows what people the princess has under her thumb?
That is very true. Oh god.
I have the hiccups.
So, you guys begin to make bear speed back to Barton as Mary Day tries her best to explain the situation. Bonnie is none the wiser to all that Mary Day realized. As you guys are... As, again, you guys make bear speed back home, and with Morticia able to with I do have to ask, do you guys make a stop along the way or not?
No.
Well, I mean, if we're going 70 miles per hour, we could probably get back home before nightfall.
Oh no, that is very true. That is very true. Yeah, okay, we can do that. So it so so making bear speed and Morticia only making like some minor stops to go crunch a deer or something. A deer, a wolf, depends on what you guys find along the way, and uh, Mary and Larry able
It's
to
so
keep
that
up
that
decently
she and her
well.
kids could eat too. So
Yes.
it's like this is like hunting as well. It's just hunting on the way home.
Basically.
It's food to go.
As eventually you guys make it back as you guys eventually do make it back home with leaving the bear offs at the dropping off all the stuff you guys purchased before dropping the bear offs back at the barn. You guys actually do see Grandpa Hori just eating the nice meal you guys had left for him as he is as he just kind of looks over like, "Oh, you're back already? I thought you guys would be gone for at least a few days."
No, I like to think that he was like, "Oh, you're back already." Continues to like chew,
Yeah.
and then he like shoots back up. Like, wait a minute, huh?
Yeah, that is a lot better. As he's just like, "Wait, I thought you guys would be, I thought you all would be gone for days. What happened?"
Mary Day, as she's like. Actually, no, I imagine Mary Day's just tired. The adrenaline's finally worn off. She's just like.
Did something happen along the way to make you guys turn back?
No, we went there. We're back now.
It was like mid bite, and he's just like trying not to choke. You're back already. I.
I mean, he probably heard the bear off from like 10 miles out.
That is true. It's just like
Yeah, but he might have thought that it was like a nearby one. I don't think he might have expected us to be
Oh,
back
fail.
already.
as he's just like, what happened then? As he's seeing you guys just bring in like the food you bought, the different items, and following behind is just this massive 10-foot tall woman.
No, she would have been on on Morticia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she's with Morticia right
She's
now.
on. Yeah, she's on Morticia.
Okay.
She is experiencing because she doubted Morticia. No. We have plenty of space, Hun Bun. And by the way, we would still have plenty of space even with the 16 satchels, because that's assuming that every satchel is completely full of 240 pounds worth of items,
Is
which
bursting at the seams.
is completely unrealistic for us. Especially for me. So, no matter what, she is not ever going to not be able to carry her.
And
And I take that as an
in
insult.
in the worst case scenario where we do have that much weight, next level I'm gonna get a spell that allows me to double the carry capacity of a creature I choose.
Oh my god. Just in case. It's just in case. It's just in case, guys.
Just in case you need to double the carrying capacity.
Who knows? Maybe one day we need to carry,
capacity.
5 tons of cheese.
5 tons of cheese.
Look, 10,000 is not a lot. Okay, I'll have you know, 10,000, not that much.
Okay. I have to ask: Are you transferring cheese for Shia Gorath?
Maybe.
Are you doing transportation for Shia Gorath cheese industries or some shit?
Huh?
Okay. So he just kind of just sits there, very confused as he's asking Okay, what in the name of anything that is holy happened to have you guys arrived there within the day?
She was not holy.
What?
Bird will kind of pipe up. Scary lady.
Scary lady. Okay, I'm going to need more details.
What did they call her, Mary? A princess?
He just immediately just goes quiet. Was she wearing armor or dressed in
Oh.
pink?
I've
Pink.
never
Right.
seen such a
Pink for
lovely cover.
sure.
Look so sinister.
His face immediately drains of color as he
No, he
hears this.
knows. He knows.
His face just drains of color as he hears this. Do you guys have anything hard to drink?
There might be
Well-
some glass in the alley if
That
you
is
really
hard to
want something
drink.
hard to drink.
That is hard to drink, I'll have you know.
Mary shakes her head.
Giuseppe looks through the
I mean, he's an
bottles
Italian. I
of-
imagine he would have gotten something.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Would the
the
rum
hardest-
suffice?
That will do. That will do. I
Alright.
need something to drink after learning that you caught the eye of Princess
Oh,
Tuesday.
liquor, I see.
You caught the eye of that princess. Oh no.
Do you mind filling us in?
We run fast.
Do you mind filling us in? We are foreigners after all.
They had mages who wove lightning into a net. Why would you make a net of lightning?
That was no mage. That was something else. He will. Giuseppe, you filled the glass for him. He immediately downs the entire glass.
Oh no, we're gonna have to get that Lich's Phylactery for replacement hot sooner than we thought.
God damn it. Alright.
As he
Where's the
just
next
drains the
lich?
glass, puts it down gently, takes a very deep breath. That was no mage. That was. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know it was a gift for the princess from some dwarves up north.
Oh, she has a Dremel construct. We're in extra danger.
It was
Oh,
a
boy.
gift. Apparently, the dwarves had discovered something and had gifted the princess it when she was young. She always has it by her side, and it's able to do many things that even the dwarves don't understand. According to them, it was made long ago with an old empire of theirs. The fact is that if you've been able to run, that's good. But if she's caught any of your eyes, then it might be only a matter of time before she finds you.
Oh no, here it is. This is Mary's expression as he's explaining this. She just puts her hands together, turns her face upward.
Yes! Yes!
Mhm.
Perfect. Who amongst you that her interest turned to?
Mary just looks over at Bonnie.
Meanwhile, Bonnie's looking at her hands and going, "Aw, I'm out of carrot."
I ran out the
There's he just looks to Bonnie, looks to Mary Day. I do not know how it can be done to help. Whenever she has an interest within anything or anyone, it usually becomes a personal mission of hers to claim them as hers. No one knows where this behavior came from. And even the queen doesn't truly know. She's been trying to get it out, trying to get
Mary Day starts praying intensely.
this. As he just starts going on and on, like he's heard horror stories of how many people have just been seemingly taken by her out of nowhere because she's taken an interest in someone.
Oh, awful.
We don't truly know, and I wish I could offer any more insight, but unfortunately, it's recently, if I remember correctly, the princess was sent on a not vacation, but a trip outwards towards one of the lands across the pond. I don't remember exactly where, but
She was sent to rehab and it did not work.
she was sent out, and well, she's been gone five for at least 5 years.
Yeah, she was sent to rehab and it didn't work, not a single bit.
Now, if she's returned, I can only hope. If you're lucky, she might lose interest in if you can find a way to avoid her. I don't know how you could do that.
Go to her dad.
Literally
Tell on her
every
to
one of
her
these is Mary
father.
Day.
I mean,
Brib will kind of just look up and just, father?
it could be worse.
Go to the king. That might work. The king is in Camelot. That is quite a journey across the entire country.
Oh no, a long journey that I'm sure we can't make in just a few days' time. I would never, ever want to make such an excruciatingly long journey.
Hey, let's not push Morticia too hard here, okay?
I was saying that out of character. And you act as if this is going to be very hard for her, as if we're not going to essentially be feeding her on the go. She's gonna have to-go meals.
Also, this is the UK, okay? It is not that long.
No, it
She's
isn't.
literally going to have to-go meals.
Remember the average thing with the average person in the UK thinking that a 45-minute drive is a long drive.
Because
It took us, what, an
Matricia can run at
hour?
about 70 miles per hour. The UK is only about 170 miles long. That means she could cross the entire landmass in about 10 hours if she really wanted to.
We're not gonna make her because that's absurd.
Yes.
Like, 5 hours a day is probably just fine.
And even then, it makes it a weekend.
But
Exactly.
y-
5
y-
hours
you
a
guys
day would be
still, that is
easy
a
work.
journey across the entire country to the capital. It's quite the journey.
Morticia, need food.
Oh, are you hungry, Blib? I'll put some dinner together.
You just hear
Be
Brib just
gentle
kind of
on
be
yourself, lass. You
happy.
did a lot of work.
Mary sighs and she's like rubbing her shoulders. That Matisha running must have been absolutely brutal on Mary.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no, the entire running trip was just hell on your shoulders and your back and everything. As you and Giuseppe head into the kitchen and start cooking, as Grandpa Hori will eventually head out. Very, very pale looking as he stumbles out half drunk from how much rum he just downed.
It's poor Grandpa Hori, bro.
This man, this man, he doesn't know what to think, as he will.
We keep our luck stat is either really, really high or really, really low. And I'm unfortunate to say I think it's high for too many things. And that is the only because it's we have good luck, we do. Right? We have all these gems and all these nice things.
Yes, you do.
Problem. We also have good luck in the sense that we're finding random encounters.
Our luck is something, that's for sure.
That is very true.
It is present.
It is very present.
Oh yeah. So Mary Day, as
yeah,
you
man,
are, as you're like helping serve dinner, and you guys are enjoying a nice meal together, Mary, you actually notice that Bonnie's sword actually seems a bit different.
Yeah, I haven't shown anybody my cool new sword.
I like to imagine that Mary Day's been taking in all the groceries and getting supplies put away, and as she's just picking everything up at one joint, she picks up Bonnie's sword and is just looking at it. There's a little spinning wheel above her head, and she's like, "Oh, Bonnie, your sword!"
The sword actually looks a lot more well put together. Clearly a lot of the grunge and dinginess having been cleaned away quite nicely, it looks like, with there being some what clearly are holy engravings put into it.
Oh,
You actually feel a holy arcane energy come from it. As Bonnie, you see as Mary Dash is like holding up your sword, staring at it.
Yeah, while we were in the port town, I ended up in this weird little shop with a squishy yellow lady.
Creature.
Creature, thank you. Uh, she was very nice. She did some magic and I paid for it with the money you gave me.
oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so now I'm going to be extra shiny as I go, wha, and wha, and wha.
Wow.
She makes the sounds. She swings her
Well,
arms in
may
tune.
the
Brib
may the
will
goddess
do it
bless
with
your
you.
hua.
Yeah.
You're
Brib does it with you because it's like, oh yes.
May the goddess bless your okay, so is there anything you guys would like to do as you're preparing yourselves, or as you guys are just kind of like trying to figure out a plan? What is the party's plan now?
The plan is
I'm
to
still
plan
not
ahead.
sure. Do we have enough to feed the Baroths?
Yes, Giuseppe was able to pick up quite a bit of food for the Barros.
Okay.
We
That
just want to go to the. We want to go meet the
yeah,
king.
see, I wasn't sure
So
if he was getting
I
food
was
for us or the
thinking
Baroth.
about that.
You're able to get some food for both. Giuseppe, the
Okay.
entire time when you guys were unpacking the groceries, was complaining how much a quarter of a pig costs.
So Mary would look to the rest of the party. I had an idea.
Oh.
If we were to head to a different large city, we could probably pick up some young calves from local farmers, and we could start our own small herd. And that would provide meat for the tavern, and we could feed the excess to the bear-offs.
Brib is kind of very determined as a first thing to do is to go to the king of Camelot. Brib is like,
how do you say that?
Brib is Brib looks at you and goes, however, Camelot, king. Tattle. Tail.
Tattle?
Tattletale.
It's not very nice to be a tattletale, Blib.
Princess.
Why?
Steal. Bonnie. Not nice. Not nice.
Well, I mean, that didn't actually happen, and
tried.
we
Tried.
You
Tried.
can't say my name.
Brib is
Look, we
pointing
don't
at
know what
you.
her intentions are.
I just
Stories.
don't think it would be a good idea
Electric
to go to
net.
such an important person when we don't even know for certain, and plus they might get upset if we tell them such a tale of their daughter, and
Reputation.
it is their daughter, and I've never actually met the king. What if they are alike?
Stab.
Oh, yeah.
Stab.
Wait, listen.
We can't stab the king! They're the king!
Look, even I know that's not a good idea, and I was just about to ask if any of us have seen the king before.
Stab.
Blib, no stabbing.
Disagree.
No.
Disagree.
Blib, Blib, I want you to look at me and repeat after me. No stabbing.
Disagree.
You won't get any dessert then.
Unfair. Labor union.
Labor union.
Doesn't exist yet.
Labor union.
Oh god. After like after a good
You
bit,
eventually do convince Brib to not stab.
after
It does
about
take a
like
bit though.
after about like an hour, you guys have finished up your meal or just chatting about figuring out what move to do next. There'll be a knock at the door.
Dislike.
Just
Knock at the
definitely won't
door.
answer
You
it.
see Mary poke her head out of the kitchen. She's holding her staff in one hand and a sponge in the other. Her eyes are wide.
He just waves off and it goes and answers.
Yeah, I'm immediately saying dislike. My brain, my little Kenku self is just immediately like, no good feels.
So... All right, so you so who answers the door?
I do.
Okay, so
Bonnie's sitting and
Giuseppe.
determining what a
So
king is in her
Giuseppe,
head.
you walk up to the door and you will, as you are, you open the door and you are you are greeted by a sight you have never really seen before, as you see a 10-foot tall human woman. It's just kind of like kneeling down, trying to look in. Hi, hello there. I was hired to install some fittings for a crystal chandelier.
Hey,
Mary
come in, come
smiles.
in.
Oh,
Brib-
yeah.
Yes, please.
Image of how she looks for everyone.
Brib very excitedly is going to pick
Hello.
up the gem and bring it over
She's
to her.
forging an actual heated slab of metal, not a pre-made blade. She's instantly my favorite character.
Oh,
But yeah, Giuseppe, you are greeted by the sight of this giant of a woman.
Brib is going to pick up the massive stone, hearing like someone at the door saying that they were here to install fittings for the chandelier. He's gonna pick up the giant stone and rush over to her. Stone.
She will like pull herself into the room. Hold on. She'll like pull herself into the room, and like just trying to not get stuck inside the door as she just starts looking around as you're holding up this giant crystal.
At a full back bed.
No, that's the best part. He doesn't. He's just able to hold it. He's holding it up
Mary would
casually.
smile and bring over a plate of food. Here, on the house.
Oh, thank you, lass. As she'll like take a seat on the floor and nibble a bit as she starts looking over the crystal. Aye, this is quite a big one you got here. You said this was a dungeon core.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I appraise it?
Appraise.
I'm not too familiar with dungeon cores, but I can at least tell you I can already tell just from looking at it that this thing has some hell of an energy to it. She will take a moment to just to start looking it over before she will take off one of her gloves, one of her blacksmithing gloves, and everyone, you will see as she seems to have stony growths on her hands. There seems to be a mixture of stone and crystal coming in out of her hand, as she'll kind of reach out and touch the crystal. My. This is something else entirely. Normally I could be able to sense the origin of some stuff by touching it. This is all over the place.
Special.
Yeah, no doubt. This is definitely a dungeon core. Well, at least as far as I can tell. You're wanting to put it up as a chandelier.
Mm-hmm. Would look nice.
As you say that, Mary suddenly gasps and looked to a thing. We did not get the picture sent off, and she's like, "Oh, I was hoping to send this to my relatives over in Camelot."
Aren't
Well,
we
I
gonna
guess
go
now
to
we've got a
Camelot?
reason to go.
Yeah.
Just another
I'm
reason
not so
to
sure
go.
Mary wants to let Bob in the capital city.
You don't want to let little old me into the capital?
She doesn't want you arrested for attempted high treason and assassination.
I have done no such thing.
Okay, so here's the funny thing. Reb, you've actually been to the capital before. That's where you went to school.
Let's go!
Because
Can
he
we
went
say that
to
he made it by accident? And
He-
he doesn't know it was Camelot. He just showed
Yeah.
up and started going to a class, and then suddenly he had a degree.
exactly.
Suddenly had a degree. Let's
And
go.
then he
Exactly.
just wandered and left the same way he came in.
Exactly.
I'll take wandering and getting a degree.
Breb, you actually do have your degree. You actually do have your degree from the Royal Academy.
That's so funny.
From the Royal Academy with a major in dungeon investigation.
Accidentally the top of your class.
Yeah, exactly.
All the other students were just like, God, I'm so jealous of how he retains that information. Meanwhile, it's just a bird,
He just read the book.
eyes, different directions. Yeah.
He didn't attend any classes. He only read the book, aced the test, then left.
I didn't feel like doing anything else.
Yeah, I don't even know if Brib knew where he was, but that's the best part.
That's so beautiful.
Oh dear
Okay.
God. So as you are Oh dear God. Okay, so so she will just kind of like start giving measurements, grabbing hold of the crystal, and like it's like figuring out, okay, where do you want me to put it?
Right here, over the central hearth.
Oh, okay. I'll have to make sure it doesn't block the chimney flue and make sure that there's nice. Okay.
We could put the fire out if you'd like.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm just trying to figure out how we can set this up so it doesn't get covered in soot and... Gee! Careful!
She trips over a chair she doesn't see because she's so tall.
Yeah, exactly. And she's
One
like,
of us left a couple of dishes sitting out. It's like, oh, my apologies, Matt.
my apologies. Okay, I'm trying to figure out the best way to be able to set it up so it doesn't get covered in soot and it doesn't end up blocking the chimney flue. It's clear you want this to be like a big, nice centerpiece.
I don't know what this Marie's name is, but I suddenly like their personality.
Her name is her. You're the one who met her. She's Rosalina
the image I just
Avelright.
posted. I don't know who this Marine, what this Marine's name is, but I like their personality. Look at the quote.
Okay, they look like a Death Watch. Judging by the blue pauldron, probably an Ultramarine. That is a Death Watch heavy weapon specialist right there. Anyways. I can probably be able to set it up, but I don't exactly have any of my equipment with me. Didn't really get the chance before, well, you suddenly had us go running. What was that all about anyways?
We encountered some less than pleasant company
Oh,
and felt it was best we get home so that we could prepare dinner.
oh, well, that's a bit more understandable. I wish I could have gotten some of my tools. I could be able to knock this out quite quick. Well, I'm gonna be able to make my way back home and be able to gather my tools and everything I'd need. Need then head back here. That would take about probably be about a week, give or take. About 3 days for installation and the materials. It's gonna run you a bit of a penny. Well, I'll
What if
accept.
we lend her one of the baby Baroths to like head there? That way she's not like taking up a large amount of time, and the baby Baroth will come back.
I'm not so sure the baby would be able to. Well, I mean, no, wait. It can't just follow its mother's tracks. Oh, it can just follow its mother's tracks.
Yeah.
That means
That
they
is
can't.
It's already
something
do.
done it
decided.
once. It's already done it once.
No,
No, I
Slayer's
just
just
realized that
realizing.
No, yeah,
Princess-
and we also, I want us to be clear, we blew through the forest, no path. So she left a path of where she went.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's very
Mhm.
clear where we are.
Uh-huh, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Very like if it wasn't crystal clear from like the guards letting her know where we are, it's crystal clear from the path or lack thereof.
Oh no.
So that'll be a problem.
Little
Mm-hmm.
bit.
Mm-hmm.
So you get so she just goes on discussing and everything, and is just like, if that sounds okay, you guys can be able to pay when I finish the job. That way, you guys have time to secure payments and everything.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
She just gets a nod. That sounds pretty good to me. If you guys don't mind, I'd actually like to stay the night.
Oh,
Before,
Oh, yeah, sure.
how much do you charge for the room?
You are here
Fuck.
working for us. I
How
don't
much do
feel
we
we
charge
should
for 'em?
charge for someone who we brought out here to do
True.
this.
You know what? For the inconvenience of bringing her on such short notice.
Free
Uh,
room and right
yeah.
there.
Free room.
Free the room. Thank you. I'll definitely have to give you a
Inconvenience
discount then.
Brought so soon.
Alcohol not included, though.
Alcohol not included.
Oh, I don't drink on the job.
I'm sorry. I'm just. It's funny because the most common form of payment to a worker, especially one who was brought to a location, was alcohol, so they could drink on the job.
She's a professional, I have you know.
She only does professional work.
He only does drinking professionally.
I
That's
do
what I
apologize,
understood
but I
from
don't like to drink on the job. I like to keep focused whenever I'm working. Plus, also, whenever I start drinking, these things start glowing as she holds up her, like, stone and crystal covered hand.
Weird.
It gets very weird. It's when I keep hearing a weird chant every time I do a drink as well. It's weird.
Get that checked out, lass.
Oh, don't worry. I bet I was born with these.
Oh, I.
Yeah, Mom used to claim that my dad was the Goliath. No clue how that fucking worked.
A lot of lubricant and a lot of willpower.
Looks at her too long.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dad
I'm
used,
not gonna say anything,
Dad
but I
used to
feel like Bonnie and I
claim that my
both
dad.
know.
Mom used to claim Dad was Goliath. He suddenly disappeared That was before the Goliaths all started to go for my own.
Oh, I.
And trust me, seeing that many Goliaths just start walking into the sea is fucking strange.
Oh, okay. One second. That is not canon lore.
I'm joking. Wait, which thing exactly?
The Goliaths arrived on this planet when their giant crystal crashed into the mountain range of my own.
Yeah, no. She's saying that they all started to go for my own. I'm referencing their awakening.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I see.
Sorry, that's referencing their sudden psychic awakening.
That's right. Now, who's the one who did that again?
You know, I bet she's very beautiful and has a very big brain. It's
Wait,
very
in case you don't
wrinkly.
know, this was the doing of Lily's other character in my campaign.
Look,
The
I
Goliaths
barely made the
are
choices and it happened for me.
the Goliaths are related to a sci-fi species I made for my Lancer campaign. And Lily Bear, through sheer force of will and wanting to save someone, broke the veil between dimensions and invited the original god of the Goliaths into this realm.
Okay,
Who
to
is-
specify, I didn't invite them, but telling them no was not an option.
you kind of asked them for help, and they're like,
I asked them
bet."
for help. I didn't say, could you come in and to make yourself at
Unfortunately,
home.
that's what happens when you deal with gods. You give them an inch,
Yes.
they take existence.
Yeah, she summoned this, by
Yeah,
the
that
way.
checked out.
If you look in general.
It was very nice to me. It thought I was more of a novelty, truly.
Yes, behold the god of the Goliaths.
Amazing. Fantastic, even.
Behold the first. So as she's just kind of like rambling on about how weird it is apparently being half a Goliath.
Oh, the group in the background, I forgot about them.
Sir, there's a rem IOU sticker here.
The hell's our convoy? Because they built the Frost using. They scrapped an entire sci-fi military convoy and escort to build this body.
Sounds reasonable.
Oh god, it's great. I will always love how the Lancer campaign turned out, all of its weirdness.
Mm-hmm.
And the Gurren, and just I love you guys with full Gurren Lagann at the end. Just mwah.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
How else were we supposed to deal with it?
How else are you supposed to
What
end a
else
mecha
do you do in that
campaign?
situation?
Obviously, you just Schrodinger's cat yourself out of causality so you can go to all of reality to remove the entire existence of this divine creature and their entire race from ever having been there.
Exactly.
Exactly.
They
Yes.
can't harm you if you just weren't there, or if they weren't there.
That was Lyra's idea, and it worked.
And she actually
I
created
support
a
that
mecha
idea.
god twice.
That sounds less like my problem.
Okay, so yes, Mary would give the lady some dinner.
Hmm. Yeah, she will. She will accept the dinner and accept the free room as after she takes some notes, finishes prepping everything. She will eventually go up into one of the rooms and go lay down as it starts getting late. You guys have a few options before you on what you want to do and how you want to do it. With Mary Day, you realizing that you guys forgot to send off the picture, and also realizing, damn, you forgot actual mining equipment as well.
Ah, poo.
You do realize that there's quite a few things that you guys forgot, but you have a different worry at the moment.
Well, to be fair, our shopping trip was very much cut short.
Indeed.
I wonder
As-
from what. So, anyways,
so you guys have a few options before you heading to another city to try and pick up some cows to start a little herd to feed Morticia and her
Or
babies.
pigs.
Or pigs, either way.
Mary Day would prefer cows, though. They're a lot nicer than pigs.
can confirm. Can confirm.
You guys could start a little herd to be able to feed Morticia and her babies. You guys could try to make the trip all the way to Camelot to try and ask for help from the king of the Mirelands. Though you're not, well, none of you are exactly too sure about that.
Mary doesn't want to risk it yet.
She doesn't want to
I
risk
wonder
the
why.
chance of the king being like her daughter.
Man, I could only imagine the cause of that being such a massive worry.
uh,
Something tells me it might be related to my character. It just might, you know? In their defense,
yes, in their
Don't.
defense.
if they just don't do anything, then nothing will start.
But as you guys are, huh, huh, huh. Huh.
Hmm.
Huh.
Huh. Huh.
Hmm.
I think Mary would sit at a table with Bonnie, Giuseppe, and Brib as they've cleaned up and whatnot, and be like, "So, I've been thinking,
Holy shit.
how about we put together a menu of things? That's way people know what our tavern's offering."
Yeah, we should. We should.
Now, most of the dishes I'm more familiar with are beef or milk based, and we don't really have either of those, but I know a couple really good salad recipes. I I can make a very good potato stew. Giuseppe, I believe you had said you had ran an establishment before?
Giuseppe would nod. I have.
Oh, that's simply darling. What
That's
would you then
simply
suggest?
darling.
Well, obviously we needed the pasta.
And Mary would just be like, and what exactly is a pasta?
He goes, fetches a packet of dried pasta, brings it
No,
out.
no, Grave. We're in the UK. You will have flour. Pasta will need to be handmade, as you're one of the few people who have its recipe.
Indeed.
Mm. Okay, that means I can go even better. It's like, come, I assure you. As he shows her the entire process of making spaghetti.
Oh my god.
Mary Day is very impressed with this.
Just that face. You don't even need to make a roll for this. Every Italian, everyone from not Italy knows how to make fresh pasta from scratch.
Everybody. I mean, honestly, it's actually pretty easy to make.
Pasta is like really easy to make. So yeah.
And the best part is, Mary has the muscles. She can go at it for hours.
Yeah. So I feel like that's a fairly decent way to stop off for today. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I will want to ask. I will want you guys to decide
Before
how
we
you want
go,
to
I
move
would
forward.
actually like us, the party, to put together a kind of basic menu with prices.
Oh, of
Mhm.
course. Hold on. Let me add in the final details for today's notes.
So obviously, eventually, we plan to start a making bear off product, and
Mhm.
imagine when we can offer, like, I don't know, bear off steak or something.
Like, I think the idea is that we're gonna do that restaurant where they'd have base dishes and then like choose your protein and then
Mhm.
that affects the price that way.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have like spaghetti bolognese, 20 copper, Baroth plus 20 copper, beef plus 10 copper, chicken plus 5 copper. That kind of idea.
Now I have an idea. Like, so we're making all this pasta, and so we're buying lots and lots of flour.
Yes.
Mhm.
So flour's probably going to be one of our big expenses.
Flour, water, milk, butter.
Well, no, the idea is we won't have to pay for the milk or butter.
Eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Eggs are a crucial step of pasta.
Don't worry, we will get chickens. Chickens are on the list. And like, I meant to pick some up in the port city because it's fairly easy to just buy chickens.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that got cut short. So, but once we get some chickens, so we'll just have to be paying for the flour.
Most
For
Mary-
now.
Mary has this dish that they served back in her village that she's not quite sure if it would sell well in a tavern. She doesn't really know if people would come to an establishment for this kind of food, but it's called an hamburger.
An hamburger.
Yes.
And that's Mary's suggestion, that they could make these hamburgers. She just doesn't really know if it'd be popular to sell those to people.
Yeah, we can put it on the menu and see what happens. I'm pretty sure people will like to buy these hamburger sticks.
Sounds like something my mentor would say. In that case, I think it's great.
Mm-hmm. And the other option, sometimes people in my village would like to put cheese on their hamburgers, but sometimes there were seasons where we just didn't have enough meat, so one man tried to put just the cheese on it, and he accidentally left it on the stove for a bit, and when his wife came by, it was grilled to a golden brown, and they called it a grilled cheese.
Wild.
Oh, wild.
Wild.
Alright. Should I write these down, or does anyone else want to write down?
The thing is, like, grilled cheese may not be called as such. Definitely was a very everyday dish. That was actually pretty common to have just bread and cheese. But yes, no, like for stuff to put on the menu, Giuseppe would list stuff like, oh yes, we can put on the minestrone, we can have the stroganoff, we make it the bolognese.
Stroganoff.
So, like, yes, grilled cheese was a common staple in medieval times. However, Baroth grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Isn't that just a Baroth burger at that point, though?
Well, no, because here's the thing. Like cheese in the medieval period was very soft. Was it very hard?
Mhm.
1 second, let me check that.
There's still plenty of hard cheeses in the medieval period.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a quite a majority of them was soft, but I might be wrong.
And I mean, Gouda is a soft cheese, and it's a very good
Oh yeah,
hamburger.
common way to
cheese.
produce cheese was a very hard cheese because it would store for longer.
Yup.
Soft cheeses were more local and fresh, and I think we decided Baroth was a hard cheese. Okay, never mind. Maybe it wouldn't be a really good concept. I don't know. I like grilled cheese.
No, we could still do that.
I mean, we can definitely make it as our cheap fare. Because, like, again, we are a tavern. We're meant to provide filling meals for a variety of budget. We're not like some super high-end establishment.
Okay, so
Mhm.
menu.
1 second. Can there be its own channel for it?
Yeah, hold on, I'm working on that.
Glib, I don't think you've told the party yet if you managed to get the necklaces.
Oh,
I think he did.
Brib will kind of pipe up, I guess, and be like, 2-week necklace pickup.
Mm-hmm. So all roads do, in fact, lead back to Rome.
Indeed.
So eventually
I
you guys
forgot what
will
that
have
is.
to head back to Ocean Song.
Hopefully, she will have moved on.
Hopefully.
Yes, we have 2 weeks, so we have to go to Camelot. We're gonna go speak with the king. We're gonna determine whether or not he's gonna get
We
stabbed.
didn't agree on that.
Reb
These all
really
seem like
wants to
very
commit
good plans.
fratricide.
Very good plans. I agree with these plans. Mm-hmm.
Reb really wants to commit fratricide, huh?
They look, if they just don't start shit, there won't be shit.
It ain't regicide unless they stab first.
Wait, PB, are you saying that the Blib is the brother of the king?
Wait, no. What am I thinking of?
You said fratricide. That's
Apologies, I do not know terms correctly.
You're thinking regicide or monicide?
Regicide
no, that's a Pokemon.
then?
That's Reggie Ice.
Also, I made a
I would
menu.
know.
No, that's refrigerator.
No. I would know. I'm a Pokemon nerd. I have.
I
at
made
least 2
a
of every
menu
shiny.
channel, by the way.
2 of every shiny.
Yeah, except for the most recent ones. I don't have a lot of those.
How?
I've done a lot of shiny hunting.
Do you have the shiny female God of War?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, what trade system is still available on Pokemon, and what would it take for you to send it to me?
Hold on. Actually, let me check my Pokemon home real quick because.
Oh, it is
that's-
regicide, the act of killing the king.
Oh, okay. Is that also technically also a board game?
I mean, that is what the 40k version of chess is called.
Let's see. What do I have? So this is gonna be the best way for me to kind of show it off, I guess. Pokemon Home is the app that I have that
I
allows
just
me.
wasn't sure if that was still open or not.
Pokemon
What
Home,
gen?
not
I
Pokemon
should
Bank.
ask.
Hold on. So shiny. Hold on. And now if I turn this to show only my trainer ID has my info. Okay, now if I come over to my DMs with you, Saleya. Actually, no, I'll just put it in the general. You see the total amount that I have, the total amount of shinies I have, and the total amount of shinies that are mine.
Jesus Christ, dude.
That is
Oh,
not
that's
all the
Pokemon
shinies
Go.
that I have,
Or
though.
what is this?
No, this is Pokemon Home, which is the upgraded version of Pokemon Bank.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, I don't think this is backwards compatible enough, because, yeah.
No, it is not. But I do have a 3DS, and probably would be able to if we set up some sort of a thing to send it to you, but I could.
I also have a 3DS. Do you have Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby?
I have every single Pokemon game for the 3DS.
So yes.
Mm-hmm.
PB, how is the bulb so cool?
I know, right? I randomly met this guy.
What do you fucking mean?
Like,
You're like the
I've-
coolest person ever!
yeah.
I modded my 3DS like the moment that it became somewhat obsolete, and I put like it currently has close to 100 games on it currently. And I think I'm running through Pokemon, I want to say, is it Moon? I think it's Moon. Pokemon Moon, very modded, just because I wanted to see how like running through walls and doing all those treats would feel like, and just fuck around and have fun.
Like, I met Breb randomly for the first campaign. Like, Soul found him, I think.
Yeah.
And we've just been friends. He's just the coolest dude ever. He's an amazing guy.
I also have
I
a
am
PSP and a PS Vita.
Jesus Christ.
He's
The
too
PS Vita
cool.
I got about last year, and then I got the PS Vita because I didn't want to mod my PSP. My PSP is too close of like childhood memories. So I was like, I'll leave that alone, especially because I found a PS Vita for like $120, modded the fuck out of it, and that's gonna be my essentially PSP.
So I was trying to mod my brother's Nintendo Switch because I wanted to play Link Breath of the Wilds, but I
Oh,
wanted
I've
to download
modded
the Linkle mod because there were so many cute outfits in that.
that.
They remade every single outfit and they're incredible, but I couldn't figure out how to do it, and my brother didn't want me to risk bricking it,
So-
so
Instead of doing that, try looking into modding. 1 second. Suyu, the Switch emulator.
I would need somebody who has at least one skill in tech to walk me through that.
Okay.
Uh,
It's not that hard.
Looks at my -2 skill in tech.
My dad was making 6 figures in the early 2000s because he was in IT.
damn.
He ran an entire data center.
Damn.
Nice.
I have a
Alright,
lot of experience with tech.
So, I have made the menu channel. You guys can fill it in with whatever you feel like would be good.
Pancakes.
Oh yes!
Better.
I like to imagine, because here's the thing, pancakes or griddle cakes, they used to be a very common or food item, so I like to imagine Mary Day has high proficiency in making pancakes.
yeah.
But I don't know if Giuseppe would have made pancakes before based on his region.
Crepes are very popular.
Bless
So
you.
he made a variant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, variant.
What is Bonnie's suggestion?
She doesn't have one.
Oh,
Aw.
Well,
we're
oh,
up for
I
all
don't
of your
s- I don't-
suggestions.
No, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean like you're talking about a girl who eats. Her family ran a whole emporium dedicated to carrots in honor of her late father. So I think that they mainly consisted of carrot-based foods.
I mean, that isn't
Carrot
bad.
soup. We can
Carrot
start growing
stew,
We can start growing carrots.
Oh, she's already in the works to plant it. Don't worry, we found some already.
Cause like
Our back garden is working.
we could also
slowly but surely.
grow. Yeah, we can grow carrots. We can grow all sorts of different. Like we can be buying it for now, but like the grain needed, we could probably end up buying getting seeds and
We don't
doing
really
that.
have. Getting an actual farm set up would have to be much later down the line because we do not have enough people to even run a small plot.
Yeah, we just have the garden in the back, and that's pushing it.
Yeah, you guys just have a small garden in the back that you guys haven't.
We'll put that for plans down the line.
Yeah, you guys don't even know how the small plot in the backyard is even growing anything.
With a lot of fervor. Alrighty. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I am currently playing Satisfactory with a handful of mods.
Alright, so I feel like that's a good place to end off for today's session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys enjoy?
Very